This is a big test. As I said, Leeds even played on Monday. So he's not even like far behind. This game is absolutely massive. We play first before Man City and Villa. They both play on the Sunday.
Yeah.
A chance to get it back to 7 points and then heap the pressure on them. Or, if we don't win that game, a chance for them to, even if it's a draw, bring it back within 2 points. Or, if we were to lose, 1 point. And you can imagine the noise and the pressure and that. And you don't want that just before then having to face another difficult game, which is the semi-final second leg against Chelsea on the Tuesday.
Yep.
You want to go into that game feeling
confident,
good.
Yeah.
Not on the back of Paul Scholes saying this, that pundit saying that, this, fans losing it. This game, it's massive, guys. It's absolutely huge.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I think what you said is right. Like, we watched that game on Monday and we saw already how good Leeds have played. I mean, they beat Chelsea at Ellen Road, they drew with Liverpool, they've drawn with Man United. Do you know what I mean? Man City literally beat them at the death. So did Newcastle beat them at the death. Like, they're not an idiot team. They beat Fulham, literally last minute goal. So they are a very good team, very dynamic team. But what I would say as well, watching that game on Monday, they almost played like how we played against Man United. Started off brilliant, was blowing Everton away, hit the post, scored, hit the post. I was like, wow, we were saying they're going to win this. And then second half, just straight away kind of dropped their levels and you saw Everton creep into it. And the reality is, I know we lost last week. We're not Everton, do you know what I mean? We're a very good team and you can't switch off. I think even they would have to perform to a really top level, even if we were just not to our usual, to really get a good result against us. I even look at some of their draws against, like when they drew against Liverpool, for example, I thought, actually, that was a very average Liverpool team, how they played that day. Could have done more, do you know what I mean? Maybe should have even tried on to win it. Same with when they played United and stuff. So, no, but I completely agree. We 100% have to win, and it's a tricky place. Do you know what I mean?
The trouble with this game is, you're right what you're saying there, Ken. It's 100% we've got to win.
Yeah.
But a draw for them is a great result.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like, so they can be a little bit more relaxed probably than they have been in the last few games, because, you know, like, oh, we've got to win or get something from this game. But, you know, they could even say, like, you know, if they could nick it and win, it's a great thing. But, like, I think they're the manager look at it and go, look, if we can frustrate, keep them frustrated, we'll take a point for this game. And that's the problem we've got. I don't think a point's going to be good enough.
No.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal don't win this game. I really don't, like, you know what I mean? And it is a draw. But somehow we've got to find a way of being a little bit more free-flowing.
Yeah, dynamic.
Dynamic, exactly. Like, you know, and this is when all the talk ends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 3 o'clock, you know, I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie. You know, like yesterday, you go to that game, and I'll be honest, I don't know how you guys feel about this. More nervous about this game than on Tuesday against Chelsea, when we can lose so much more. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's done and dusted, by the way that Chelsea are playing, the way we are at the moment. So we need to win this game. And yes, if you said to me, we're going to go away up there and blow them away and a brilliant performance, of course I love it. But I don't care. I don't care if it's the scrappiest, boringest one, but as long as we get, you know, a little bit like when we went to Everton, wasn't it? Just before Christmas. It was the same sort of thing.
That's how we beat Leeds last time, remember?
Day, but we got the job done. It weren't really brilliant. And like Everton fans are coming out and going, you didn't play well. We don't care. We got the 3 points. I don't care how we get that, but we must get the 3 points on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, do you know what? We've conceded 5 in our last 2 games. I know last night was change, but I think we've got to get that defensive foundation back. So at the moment, our attack is not totally firing. I think what we saw yesterday is we might need to freshen the attack up a little bit. I think just having a Havertz and having different ideas, different dimensions, it helped us a little bit. And And listen, on paper it is a massive game, but I expect us to win the game.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, and I do think Leeds might be under a little bit of pressure because in the last 2 weeks West Ham have got results. They've kind of dragged Forest and Leeds a little bit close to that third from bottom spot now.
Point would still be good for them.
It would still be a great point for them, but I think we've got to go up there and you've got to start dealing with pressure now.
Yeah.
And this is a pressure game. I think it's February on Sunday, so you know we're now coming into that period of the last few months.
of
where
running time.
That's probably the last game last night where we're going to be able to rest people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not going to be many games you can rest 4 or 5
Wigan
players.
and that's it, isn't it?
Maybe Wigan, sorry, yeah. But so I expect to win, I'll be honest. I've watched Leeds. They are difficult at home. The atmosphere is good, but we've got to be.
I think
It's a great atmosphere at that road, isn't it? That big stand.
I
on the
love
side.
Ellen Road.
Yeah,
It's a good
ground.
You're right there to their fans. They give it to you. We give it back, like, you know. But
Proper
it's
atmosphere. When they
proper
come out,
atmosphere.
proper
This is to be a real proper game. And their fans will be looking forward to it. You know what I mean? They've really, you know, they've really sort of been performing well against the big teams. Arsenal have to go up there and show people why they've, you know, convince people that we can be champions this year. These are the sort of games you go to and you win if you're going to be champions. You're like, yeah, all right, yeah, we had a setback last week, which can happen when you're going for a title. How do you respond? What do you do? Remember when, I think it was last season when Liverpool had that shock defeat against Forest.
Yeah.
They responded after that. They didn't, you know, this is what we got to do. And the pressure is on. The pressure is, someone was saying to me the other day, right, another Arsenal fan, what is it with us? We're so on our players and, you know, I said, yeah, because it's 3 years in a row, runners up. So that's compounded it more. You've got to understand that. I do understand why fans are getting this anxiety because it's not the first time. It's 3 years in a row.